working on the first project for the 818, which is going to be custom headlights. The headlights that come with this are off of a mid-2000s Toyota Camry, and they are, as you can see, installed fairly flat this way. The problem is that the factory headlights, if you look at a Corolla Camry, they're installed at more of an angle this way, instead of flat. And so the issue is that you can't really aim the headlights like they need to be aimed. You can do a retrofit with a halogen type light that you can clock, but it still isn't quite right. And also, I'm not a fan of the way it looks. If you can see from the side, it curves up. It looks kind of like a smiley face from the side. I'm not a huge fan of it. So I want to do two things. I want to change the headlight to something that's a little more modern, and I also want to get the angle right. So this is the headlight I'll be going to. It's out of a 2015 Accord. It's got a nice LED DRL, mostly black, a little chrome in there. I think it'll look pretty good, but I got to get the angle right. So that's my first attempt at something like this. I've customized a lot of fiberglass, but it's a pretty intricate compound curve to deal with here. So my plan is going to be to cut the relief right here out all the way around, take that back flush with the front side of it, and then raise the front side up, extend it well beyond where I think I'm going to need it, up into this area, make a mold of the headlight and up the lens of it, and tape it on here exactly where I want it, trace it out, and then cut and build a new sloped relief back around so that it will eventually look like this when I'm done, where it comes up and then there's relief in, but it'll be shaped to the new light. So hopefully I can accomplish that within the real estate that I have to work with. So you never know until you try, and the worst thing that can happen is I've got to buy a new nose piece from Factory 5, which probably costs as much to have shipped to my house as it will to actually buy it. So we'll see how it goes. I'll make a little video when I'm done. A little short video. We'll merge all these together. I've got the relief that was on the top edge here trimmed out. See what it was on the other side. Now I'm gonna get some poster board, frame up around where I want to come. I'm gonna bring the fiberglass up on the sides and create a nice flush area here. You can trace in the shape of the new light, cut it back out, and create the relief. Alright, I got the cardboard on the nose and I got it turned upside down so I can kind of use the weight of it to help hold things flat where I need it. Just gonna lay up a couple layers of fiberglass mat, see how this goes. I've stuffed the lip here while I'll be adhering with 80 grit. I've covered the cardboard with some packing tape to try and keep the fiberglass from sticking. Glass on the first layer, and I'm letting it kick right now. It didn't turn out quite as nice as I'd hoped. What I didn't account for was the weight of the resin. Makes the cardboard sag. It's pulled it away from the nose, so it's not going to be smooth. What I'm going to have to do is come back, put a couple more layers of glass in, and then sand the front down smooth. It's sticking out front past where it should, so it'll be messy, but nothing that's not fixable. So we'll see. I'll let this kick for an hour and then put 2 or 3 more layers on and go from there. I got 3 layers of fiberglass on and pulled the cardboard off. The only place it really stuck was right here. A little disappointing, but I'll be able to sand that out. What the bigger problem is that see that there's quite a lip there. And I knew this was going to be a problem because as I was laying the resin up, the weight of the resin caused the cardboard mold to start to sag. So looking at it now, I can tell that 3 layers is not enough fiberglass to actually sand that back flush. I'm going to have to build build that up quite a bit more before I'll be able to sand that flush and really get moving on what I need to do. So I'm gonna get back to it. All right, so we got the mold of the headlight made. I painted it black and I taped it up here, and it looks like I did more work than I needed to do. When I laid it up here like I wanted it, it looks like it really will follow. You can see the line that are over here, but this line right here that originally sliced out, at least up until about through here when it comes up straight, and that's gonna get rid of the smiley face, which is what I wanted to do. I'd initially talked about wanting to make sure I got more of an angle on it, and it turns out that, as you can see, this piece is getting smaller as it goes, and that creates pretty much the proper angle within a degree. I don't think it'll cause an issue aligning the headlights. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark this up and trim it back out like I want it. And once I get it trimmed out, hopefully I'll be able to set the depth on the headlight and then start get it mounted solid somehow, create some kind of bucket to mount it, and then I'll be able to finish out the how it meets the body lines, and then I'll have to get this back on the car and figure out how to blend the hood and the nose to match the new headlight contour. So sounds like lots of fun. Let's keep going. So I made the cut, set the light in here where I thought I wanted it. It's a little wide on this side. That can be dealt with, and do a little contour in there. The real issue is how high it is on this side. When I give it that angle I want, and about 3 inches above the where the fender meets the bumper, and I'll probably only have 1.5 inches there without getting into some serious adjustments to the fender, make it more domed, which would then flow into everything, go into the hood, go into the windshield, doors, everything. So probably what I want to do, I still want to try and keep this angle. I may decrease the angle a little bit. Should still be able to get a good aim on the headlights. I maybe cut the angle in half, but then I'm also going to drop everything down about 1.5 inches. I've got, I'll basically bring this down to just above the body line there, or above the, that's where the cutout starts. I'm going to drop it all down just a little bit, and that should help significantly with getting the back end down. So, see how it goes. All right, adjusted the line. Went up a little deep on the bottom there, but pretty much sitting flush there. I'll definitely be able to handle that. Coming up, and as you can see, I'm only about 1 inch, maybe 1.25 inches high here. I think I can handle that with the fender. So now what I've got to do is I want to mount it actually back in just a little bit. I obviously don't want it sticking out the front. So I've got to create a bucket that will hold it in place at this angle, and then I can finish it out flush around it. I'll finish out the bottom side around it, and then I won't do the top side until I can get it on the car and see how the fender and the hood all meet together. So see if we can get some kind of bucket fashioned up.